Is this how you start every podcast? I'm offended. Bilbo and Frodo. So, I'm so sorry. Continue though.
But no, yes, welcome to this little podcast we do. Basically, a seasonal anime podcast. Sort of having a different. It doesn't land on on a specific day. Just sort of appears randomly, once per week. Because we try to have like a rotating cast of people. Try to keep it entertaining, and we just talk about seasonal anime because that's what the whole channel's about. So may as well have a podcast on there as well. Why is it called Isekai Podcast? Who knows? Just cuz. I was hoping maybe somebody had like an explanation.
I think we went over that before because technically we're all from different countries in some shape, form, or fashion.
It's like being from another world. There you go. They're so radically different. Canada and the States, they are.
Right.
But yes, today with me I have 3 lovely co-hosts. Boys, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourselves, starting with Ku.
Yo, what up, guys? I'm Ku Cullen. I run the Donghua Reviews channel. I talk about Chinese cartoons that are actually Chinese cartoons. Yeah. If you want to hear about the Chinese side of animation, head over to my channel. Otherwise, stick with these anime weebs.
There is an excellent video that Ku uploaded today, by the way, that I highly recommend checking out.
Oh, yeah. Donghua is taking over anime this summer. Look forward to it. King's Avatar, Modao Zushi. We're going to invade.
And I'm going to do all my live reactions with my Winnie the Pooh mug.
Oh, then you will be banned very quick.
Anyway, Scott, go ahead.
What's up, everyone? It's your boy Scott. Scott Report on my channel. I do the return of episode reviews as well as manga reviews, live reactions, news, and whatever lands on I feel like doing at the time.
There you are. And last but certainly not least, I screwed up his big intro. I'm sorry, Evan. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Hey, it's our super special guest, Evanito.
Okay, first of all right, before I even introduce myself, Bilbo Baggins is so cool. He's this short little dude that goes with 13 other short little dudes into a freaking dragon's cave. Okay?
Oh no, Bilbo is my favorite. I'm just being a shit.
Oh, I was about to say, like, come on now. He is brave. In fact, he's probably way more brave than freaking Frodo.
Oh, I would argue he's like 10 times braver. Like, Lord of the Rings would be a very different story if Bilbo was the one who had to take the ring to Mordor.
Exactly. Also, by the way, I'm Evan, guys. Sorry.
Yes, also this. But yeah. So, believe it or not, this is not a Lord of the Rings podcast. Though that would, we tried to do that once. Me and my buddy Mac Polit, I believe, Mackelnot. People know Mackelnot. Anyway, yeah, we tried to do a Lord of the Rings podcast. Turns out you can't do one because nothing's really happening.
Give it a few months and we'll have that Amazon series.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, like literally the whole podcast was an hour of me and Mac going, "Oh God, no." But yeah, anyway, we're here to talk about the spring anime season, boys. The spring anime season has begun. It's exciting, sort of. It's a little exciting. We're off to kind of a slow start, but that's okay. I think what should we start with first? Let's take a look at. Well, actually, we'll let.
Put all that stuff here.
Yeah, like, should we let chat decide, or did anybody have a show they specifically wanted to jump into first?
I think collectively we're all pretty much on the same page as far as what we're watching and what we like right now.
I think so. I think everybody's kind of watching the same stuff. I could be wrong.
Oh, you're probably definitely wrong.
What I know about Evan is that he really likes the teacher show. So.
Do we want to start with the teacher show?
Why would we start there?
Maybe we'll save teacher for the end, because what the hell are you doing here, teacher, is clearly... Oh my god, I'm turning into Nux. Clearly! Anime of the season.
The times I've asked that hasn't been exactly good, so...
Yeah. Clearly, anime of the season.
No, there's that even better one where it's just a dude bathing chicks in a bathhouse for some reason.
This must be nice.
Okay, I haven't seen that.
It's straight up hentai. I don't know why it's on TV.
That's weird.
Well then.
Yeah, pretty weird.
I don't want to jump into Kimetsu no Yaiba because I see people in the chat going like Kimetsu, and it's like not yet.
You know that was
that
was going to be the big one.
yeah, that we'll save Kimetsu because it is dope, and I'm sure everybody wants to gush about it. We'll wait on that. Isekai Quartet. We could jump into Isekai Quartet. It's fitting for the title of the show.
Oh yeah, it's pretty amazing how they just put all of these characters together.
It's the most ambitious crossover since the Avengers, I think.
Right. It's like, wait a minute. We have Suffuru and
Suffuru.
We got Suffuru, Tanya, Ainz, and who else? Konosuba. We got two Subaru.
Exactly. We got parody Subaru and actual Subaru both in the same show, which is a little trippy.
Basically, yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's very like, because when I saw it, I don't know what I was expecting, but I was like, yeah, of course this is exactly what it was gonna be, because I was like, what I expected some sort of explanation, but they're like, no, fuck you, they're all in school now.
Right. It's like, wait a minute, why's the Ainz in school? I thought he was an adult, but okay.
Why would they all go along with it? And they're just like, all right.
And Tanya, like, wait a minute, but you know.
Yeah, like they all just kind of go like, all right, yeah, I mean, okay.
Let's go with it, okay? It's not supposed to happen.
I guess we're doing this now.
I think the best part for me is the fact that Tanya is not an actual girl, but is hanging out with one of the girls anyway. Or at least from like the outro. She's like singing the outro with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Tanya.
That ED's pretty cool.
Yeah. How's that for equality? Jesus. But yeah, no, I was, because it's weird to me, and I remember everybody saying this when the show was announced. They're like, Tanya, really? And then when the show aired, I was like, it's still weird to see Tanya, and everybody's like, no, bro, Tanya makes total sense. I don't know what you talk about. Blah blah blah. I'm like, you people, like you guys.
Right. It's because technically, and I see where they're coming from. They're like, well, that's an isekai too.
I know, but it's just jarring, and the switch people do kills me every so often.
Because she's a jackass. I mean,
but it's just like, don't like it's the anime community is more indecisive than I am. Where they're like I was like, it's weird that Tanya's there, but it's cool and it works. And that's what. But people are like, no, bro, Tanya's meant to be there, supposed to be there. I'm like, y'all were singing a totally different tune.
Right, it's a lot of people that's supposed to be there if it's an isekai. I mean.
Exactly. Where's Toya from Isekai wa Smartphone?
Right.
Okay, we don't need no.
Toya, where's Jesus-kun? Anime Jesus.
Right,
where's Kirito? Yeah. I need him in there. Would love Rimuru. I guarantee you, if there's ever to be a sequel, they will try
to get Yeah.
There's gonna be a lot more that they'll try to get.
They want to see how it worked first.
Mm-hmm.
Probably. And
I think the first episode was kind of like the perfect introduction, and it made me miss Konosuba so much.
Man,
like when they showed up, I was like, "Oh my god, I forgot how much I missed these."
I'm still watching Konosuba, so that's felt great to just see them.
Oh, are you just like watching it now?
Well, yeah, because Crunchyroll recently dubbed it, so I was like, okay,
cool.
time to watch.
That's right.
Right on, that's awesome. I forgot about that. No, all the power to the dub. I can't watch the dub for that. I just can't do it.
It's not bad. It's actually good.
No, I know it's good. But I can't do it. Once I start a show in like one specific language, it's really hard for me to be like, okay, and now I'm going to watch it like this. I tried that with Free, and it did not work out. I hated my own language for several days.
JoJo. They had backstroke for days.
Backstroke for days! I can't deal. They turned my precious swimming boys into dude bros. It hurts.
Oh god.
Talk about lost in translation. And it kills me because like most dubs are good. And that dub had a great cast. Although one of them is maybe questionable these days. But like, man, how do you botch something as glorious as Free? A show that only I like. Digimon is in fact the greatest isekai of all time, and should be there as well. I agree.
I'm gonna finish that one day.
Digimon?
Yeah,
it's great.
I only watched the first season.
I watched Digimon 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, watch Adventure 1 and 2, and then watch Tamers, and that's it.
Okay.
That's my recommendation. If you really want to, you can watch the other ones, but like,
okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend.
I watched the dub while I was running.
Yeah, like I did too. I did as well. Like I watched Digimon Adventure 1 and 2, and then I saw 3 like later after people were like, "No, it's really good," and I'm like, "Yeah, but it doesn't have Tai in it, so I don't care." Or Davis, the big idiot.
Right.
I love Davis. He's so stupid. Anyway,
Okay.
is free like We Love Rice? No. And I should slap you for saying such. Let me take out my book so that I can see what other shows came out this season, because I can't really use my computer right now because it's streaming, and I don't want to look it up because it'll ruin this boring layout that I set out.
Did everybody see the Pop Team Epic special?
I didn't, actually.
I also did not.
Could
That-
I just heard that Sun Wukong showed up in it. That's all I know.
That opening probably shits on like 4 shows that they did for that OVA. It's like ridiculous.
That's awesome.
Like, they meshed like all of the mech series together. It was like G Gundam and like Ray Earth and Gurren Lagann.
Oh, I heard about that. Yeah, they shout all over the King Records thing.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Good for them.
It's like 5 different versions of it too. Like each is like a brown red tiger and a white tiger version,
Yeah.
all with different voices.
Yeah.
So I haven't watched them all yet to see if I only seen 2, and it just seems like it's the same, just different voices. So I don't know if there's any extra content. Which one you watch?
Mhm. Speaking of batshit insanity, Killua says Sarazanmai, which I haven't seen yet.
I haven't
Oh
seen
my
it yet.
God.
Everybody's making me want to watch it, of course, but I haven't seen it.
It's so good, and the animation is so freaking good. I don't know. They put so much effort into that shit. Everything's just so colorful, and it's always moving. Yeah, you guys need to watch it.
Okay.
Where can I watch?
Yeah, we'll
this?
get to it. I just hear it as just straight fuckery with beautiful animation.
Yeah.
Is it streaming legally anywhere, or am I gonna have
Crunchyroll
to?
has it.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, am I gonna have to go pirate mode?
Yeah, because speaking of that, and somebody just mentioned in the chat as well, which is Carol and Tuesday.
Ooh. Sadness.
Fuck you, Netflix.
Why does Netflix ruin everything?
Right.
Netflix is
They
like,
don't. They just need to make a proper agreement with Japan. If they're going to do it this way, they really need to make Japan delay their release if they want to do it weekly.
yeah.
Well, they
exactly.
should just bring out the episodes weekly like they do with dramas and shit. Like, why do they do that with dramas and not with anime?
Exactly. And that was probably my favorite episode 1 of the season.
I didn't even see it.
Oh, you gotta watch it.
Oh, JoJo.
You
I
have
know.
to watch it.
I didn't even see it just because I was like, God, friggin', I don't feel like. Literally, I've become so like stressed out and tired that I'm like, I can't even go on right now.
And I love that. I love that the
pirate it.
Instagram on it is real too. That's pretty awesome.
The what?
The Instagram is real because it's a part in the episode where they take the picture together. Like, want to post this? They post it on Instagram, and you can actually go to the Instagram, and it's the actual picture they took.
Oh, that's dope. Actually,
Yeah,
that's really cool.
Yeah. They did that with Yuri on Ice back in the day, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like when they do like little like, I guess it's not really ARG or anything, but like little like in universe posts. I love shit like
Yeah. Well, it's interesting as well because they've got like the cast for Carol and Tuesday. They basically look exactly like the characters as well.
yeah, that was pretty cool too.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they're going to do something with that as well. They'll have them like they're definitely going to plan some live action concerts and shit. But
Plus, it's Wantanami. I mean, what else do you need to say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, just watch it. The animation is beautiful, and you fall in love with the characters instantly.
Somebody mentioned it in chat, but has anybody seen Ultraman?
Yes.
What did you
I
think?
saw Isla's review on it.
Yeah, 'cause that's the same thing I saw. That's
Yeah, that's all I needed to see. It sounds stupid and fun, and I'll watch it if I'm ever super drunk.
It's what I actually wanted out of Gridman. I'll say that.
really.
It's what I wanted Gridman to be, as far as it being, like the giant robo type of Sentai type of series.
Yeah.
It's definitely more fun. I know Gridman has his own type of charm. I didn't personally enjoy it, but a lot of people did.
I
But
did.
Ultraman felt more like me watching an episode of Power Rangers
Yeah.
than Gridman did.
Gridman. We're not
Gridman
gonna.
went for a more emotional like route.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's why I enjoyed it. The whole Akane thing, beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, like the last tail end of it, I was like, okay, it's too bad I had to wait till like episode 10 to enjoy this, but
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
unfortunately.
It's like a reverse Shield Hero, where it's like, no, it starts slow, but it starts not so great, but it's gonna get really good. Just stay with it. And then Shield Hero's like, no, you can watch the first 4 and then leave. Like, so good. Everything you needed was in the first 4. We will talk about Shield Hero. I have opinions on Shield Hero. I am going to share with everybody. But not right now, because now I want to move on to the show that, if it were handled correctly, would have been show of the season. Let's talk about One Punch Man.
Oh God, no.
Yes. Let us talk about One Punch Man.
Let's talk about One Punch Man.
No, we're gonna talk about this. We're gonna talk about it. Damn it. I want to talk about this because I actually read this arc, the King arc, which I was like, really, a single episode? Okay, weird.
Yeah.
But it's everything I was worried about. But at the same time, there is moments where I'm like, okay, I can see you trying.
Yeah, I mean, in the defense, and a lot of people have actually fessed up to it as well, that it's not as bad as they thought it would be.
Mm-hmm.
It just doesn't look like season 1.
Exactly, and it's how do I trying to be nice, because it's like they've done nothing wrong. It's not like JC staff was like, yes, we're going to ruin One Punch Man. Like, no, that's not what happened. Like, they were put in a tough situation. They did the very best they could, knowing that it was probably going to blow up in their face. And yeah, I agree with Matt in the chat. It's not awful, but it wasn't. I would argue that it was good. But
yeah, it was still good because the heart and the story's still there. The heart and everything is still there. It just looks
it's still
ugly
funny.
as hell.
Yeah. It's
I think probably the worst thing for them is they, for some reason, decided to schedule this right after Mob Psycho 100 Season 2, which was
jeez, that's already setting up for failure. But
yeah,
I'm also worried about how far they're trying to get, because I seen Shiryu in the opening, so I'm like, wait a minute, you guys are trying to get to like the 80s, chapter wise.
Now, I only read the King arc, but I'm kind of tempted to just keep going at this point, because
just keep going.
Yeah, that's the thing, because like most JC staff shows have this sort of slideshow problem, where JC staff kind of falls on their like tried and true idea of like, why animate things when we can have them move slightly? It looks like you're watching one of my videos, but like with manga pen. That's kind of what it looks like.
More like an extra big picture and just slowly plan across it rather than actually animating frame by frame.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it's like a motion comic. It doesn't quite look right. Like it's what it ultimately drew me out of Food Wars, because it was supposed to be like this big like conclusion to like Soma's, not conclusion to Soma's story, but like a big culmination of it. And I was so torn, because I was like, I love what's happening in the show, but it's so blatantly clear that JC staff just doesn't care. Like, that they just stopped caring to animate it, and they just had to rush it out. And
it's a real shame, because JC staff, like, when they began, they were fucking amazing.
Right.
They brought the world Slayers and Revolutionary Girl Utena and Sorceress Stabber Orphan. They were on fucking fire. But they have, like, in recent times, they've just become lazy as fuck with things. They just adapt popular manga that they know are going to do well no matter what they do.
Right. And even the first 2 seasons of Index.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Was pretty good as well.
Even those were pretty good, and then they padded it out with the railgun stuff that they didn't really need to do, but they knew they was going to sell a bunch, because obviously it's cute girls doing cute things.
Right.
Yeah.
Until season 2.
Yeah. I mean, goddamn, they were the one who brought us, what's it called? Hestia, the anime. Big Tits, the anime.
Best waifu, the anime,
Yeah, I was like, excuse me.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm not saying she's bad. I'm just saying, like, that's their type of thing. They blow up really big without really having to do too much.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like other anime studios that really go above and beyond and transform a manga or a completely unique story. They just pick up things they know are going to do really well.
Yeah. They're like the inverse Mappa right now, where Mappa's like, let's take this old story, but like we're gonna make it cool, modern, and like make it like really flashy.
Right.
Whereas JC staff's like, you know all that like animation stuff that we do?
No,
like-
it would save us a lot of time if we did like half the amount and just padded it out with panning and shaking effects.
I'm going to introduce you guys to our new editing software. It's called, I was going to say Photoshop.
PowerPoint.
Yes.
Oh, boy. Oh, man.
It's called PowerPoint. We're very proud of it. Mappa is definitely on its way to share the same fate as JC Staff. I fear that every day, Mitro. Like, because I love Mappa right now, but with the amount of like hype surrounding them, I'm concerned, right, that people are gonna be like, oh, we gotta give projects to Mappa. Mappa's got to take on more projects because like we're starting to do really well, and once we start, but oh man, now we have too many projects. Maybe skimp out on a couple episodes here and there, like maybe kind of breeze over the like it's gonna happen. It happens to every big studio. It just depends. Like it's how they react to becoming busy that I think change it, like separate studios from like JC Staff to like Trigger or Madhouse or KyoAni or etc. Although Madhouse really let me down this season.
Oh God!
Did you guys see Shometsu? Whatever it is.
I feel bad because I was actually hype about that until I found out it was after a mobile game. But I was like, it's still Madhouse. Yeah. And, you know, Madhouse is not going to give me two things that are shit after Boogie Pop. So, like,
hey, Boogie Pop wasn't that bad.
It had one good arc.
It had a single good arc. It's a Shield Hero thing. It's like it had a cool arc at the beginning, and now I don't care.
Now I want to take that shit out of my video because I was like, you know what? I'm hyped to see Shometsu.
Yeah. So that's all. Yeah, I hate when I look back. I'm like, ooh, wish I could take that back. Like, that did not turn out the way I wanted it to.
Yeah, Madhouse is already having a reputation of just going downhill, and that didn't help.
Yeah, exactly. Also, shout out to this person comments on a lot of my videos, and I feel horrible because I can never pronounce their name because it's like a bunch of letters. I'm gonna try. Ahamilog. A log of Hamel. I don't know. This person's cool. They call me on my shit when I need somebody to do so. Because I do need that from time to time. Ku usually does that, but what?
That's always good.
Yeah, it's good to have people who are like, dude, you're being a jerk. It's like, oh yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. And they just commented that they really like the idea of deep thoughts and making it only certain shows and keeping Animinute with it as well. So thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, Madhouse does have Ace of Diamond, so they got that.
Ooh.
Have you
seen? They're doing fine this season then, because people love that shit.
Yeah.
What is this?
No, Mitchell, what are you saying?
It's a baseball anime.
No. Mitchell says, have you seen the industry leaks? It looks like Dragon Maid Season 2 will not be done by KyoAni, and it's not even the same staff.
Oh.
That's really disappointing.
I mean, I'm fine with that. I just need more Luca for content.
My guy. What should we move on to now? Evan, what have you been watching?
Oh God. Okay. All right. I forgot the name of it, but I watched that the show with the girls' thighs that everyone was like touching them.
Joshi Kause.
What?
Joshi Kause. Yeah.
Yeah. So I watched the first episode of that, and I was like, man, this is the greatest thing I've seen in my life. But as you can tell, I've been watching a lot of garbage shows, but I've been doing it on purpose.
That's fair.
Yeah, so I mean, I saw that. I thought it was great.
It's pretty funny.
And it's only like what 12 minutes per episode or something.
I think it's less. I think it's like 6.
Oh well, yeah, it felt like 12. Damn.
It might have been 12.
Yeah, but like we need more anime like that where I can consume it in like 15 minutes or less.
Yeah, that's where Animinute came in. But there's 2 shows this season that I like, and I'm not covering, mostly because I don't. When I start to cover shows, suddenly I'm like looking at it more like sort of like, okay, impress me, you know, because it's like, okay, now I have to cover it. I'm sort of like a little bit more critical on it. And there's 2 shows this season. They're shorts that I love. And I was like, I'm not going to cover them. A, I'm too busy. Although the way I worked out my schedule, I now have 2 free days. But I'm not adding them because I don't want to be critical about these shows. I love them because they're just like, They're anime shorts that are just really sweet and fun. One of them ain't sweet. One of them's kind of raunchy. And that we'll talk about that one's Aochan Can't Study or something.
Oh my gosh, that show.
I love that show.
Wonder why you can't study.
Oh, I feel like if I don't want to say this person's name, but if a certain AniTuber were to like write a show, but then have that show like touched up by somebody who can actually write, then that's how the show would be that, where it's like kind of pervy, but it has like a charm to it. And I don't want to say who it is because they. We'll say that at the end of the stream. But yeah, there's that show. I think it's really funny. It is pervy, and like, so I could see it turning off some people. But I think it's like, no, it's not Lost Paws. No, it's not. I love Noble. It's not Lost Paws. It's not Sun either. God damn it. No,
I'm trying to guess now.
Yeah, exactly. You're not. Even if you guess, I won't tell you. How about that? It's just so people stop guessing. But it's pervy. I can see why people would stop. To me, pervy stuff just makes it more funny. So, and there's a certain pervy show that we will absolutely be getting into towards the end. Best show of the season, in my opinion. And then the other show is Senryu Girl, which is literally a show about writing haikus. I almost said haiku. Oh. I did say haiku. Writing haiku. It's a show about the writer of haiku. No, that'd be really cool though. I would watch that.
Right.
But no, it's a show about writing. I almost said it again. I'm not even gonna say it. It's a show about writing poems.
It's okay. We get it. You love haiku.
Haikus. I love haikus. Is it Grandpa's Basement? No, it's not Grandpa's Basement. Although I approve of the wordplay. And I actually have given Jeff a second chance, so I'm not salty with Jeff anymore. But no, this show is, if you guys haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. Senryu Girl. It is so abundantly sweet. It's about like a Yankee type character. He's like a bit of like a rough and tumble dude, but he kind of wants to avoid that life now, and he joins the haiku club.
Karasuno.
Cease. Yeah, he's a Yankee type character. He used to be on the track team, and he meets this kid with glasses, and they go to this. No, I'm kidding. That's just Persona. I've been playing a lot of Persona 5 lately. But no, it's really sweet, and like the main girl, the Senryu Girl, she can't speak. Like she can speak, but she's just too shy to. Okay. So she writes in haikus. Like, and that's her way. It's really cute and fun. Like it's just really sweet and fun. And everybody's scared of the dude, but he's actually like a big teddy bear. It's a great show.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really fun. I highly recommend it. I'd recommend waiting for the fan subs because they can actually properly order the poems. They'll also put a cute scroll art on it. Mitro, I would, but I gotta support my good people over at High Dive. Clearly, the superior streaming service.
For me.
What? Sponsor. No, I didn't hear that. Clearly, the superior streaming service. Unless
anyone from High Dive is watching this right now, just support my boy JoJo and also me.
Everybody's just like, I also like High Dive. But I mean, unless Crunchyroll wants to throw some money my way. Unless Crunchyroll.
I'll be the odd one out. High Dive sucks dick.
How dare!
That's why I get it for free.
You speak of my overlord.
Okay, I just think they'll prefer it that way because I'm a tsundere and they love it.
Exactly. See, they know. The true anime fans. Oh, yeah. Unless Crunchyroll wants to support me, in which case Hime is the cutest mascot of all time.
Agreed.
She is
they
friggin'
ripped
adorable.
that shit off from Billy, and I'm still salty.
Did they really? Is that true?
Wow.
Yeah, the 2-2 and 3-3 Chan. Like, they ripped off their mascot. They just gave her orange hair and they made fucking Hime.
The truth come out. Does Hime-chan
Billy
is
Billy
gay?
actually do that.
Sorry.
Like Billy Billy do a little short 5-minute animation every year with those characters, and they didn't do that for Hime. They're making High Guardian Spice instead. Fuck Crunchyroll.
Jesus Christ.
I'm all about that shit. High Guardians.
Thank you, chat. I am trying to summon my inner Nux in hopes that they'll invite me to the next Rare Cafe talk about openings. Damn it!
Right? Weren't invited to part 2.
Like, yeah, exactly. What I saw, I was like, I swear to God. Like, when I saw they did it, I'm like, I bet they invited Evan. They didn't even invite Evan.
Nope.
God damn it! I know where you live, Uproar. Like,
Wait, do you really?
I know the city he lives in.
Oh.
Yeah. Like, I'm like maybe a half hour away. I will find you, dude. No.
I mean, there's a lot to dive into this season, but it's a lot of things I just don't know how to feel about it yet.
Yeah, like, because
Like,
the other, oh my God, can we talk about
I feel like that's going to be trash.
It is trash.
It's very trash. But
More like why make a good show. Bazoom. Thank you. I'll be here all week. It's literally spelt like why and it kills me. Anyway,
it was so horrible. It's like, first off, is this an ecchi series? Because why is this teacher half naked? What's going on here? Is this an isekai? Is this time travel? It feels like it's a pervy Steins Gate. Like, I don't know what's going on with this show.
exactly. And like Castor pointed out, because this was pointed out to me by every single person on my review, why is actually the reason Steins Gate even exists.
Really?
It's not the prequel. It's the spiritual prequel, essentially. Like, inspired the creator of Steins Gate to make the visual novel.
Ah.
So without there is no Steins Gate. Yet feels like a pervy high schooler's version of Steins Gate. Like, it is a mess.
Karl Marx inspired Lenin to kill 1 million people. That doesn't mean I'm gonna like Lenin because he was inspired by Marx.
Oh my God! I did not see that. I did not see that coming. I'm sorry.
Nah.
History jokes. Can we talk about the Karl Marx Donghua? I'm sorry. Just every time Donghua comes
That
up,
was
I
a
think
season ago. We've forgotten about that.
I have never, and I will never. I can't believe that exists. But yeah. Is there
I can't
any?
believe the amount of fan art that came out shipping Engels and Marx. That was pretty impressive, pretty quickly.
Can I admit something?
Do
on
you
this
ship them?
podcast? A little bit. I was like, oh no, what have I been? This is like Italia all over again. Where I'm like, don't
The
ship
secret
these
has
things.
come out. Does JoJo is Marxist?
Yeah, does JoJo is Marxist? The secret, the rumor mill. The secret come out. Does Bruno Mars is gay? Does JoJo is Marxist? No. Anyway, moving. I want to dispel that immediately. Is there any cool Donghua that have come out this season? Because I'm not, or that are coming out in spring? Because I'm not familiar.
Not really. They're kind of all saving it until June. They're calling that their spring season, but yeah, all of the big ones are coming out June to July.
I just bought the first season of King's Avatar. Bought, quote unquote. I'm gonna watch it later.
You said it. You downloaded
it. Mayhaps, perhaps. But yeah, I did King's. I got King's Avatar and I got Moda Sushi on standby, and I'm going to marathon the shit out of both because I'm really excited to cover some Donghua because it, like who says, is gonna blow right the hell up.
Yeah, next season's gonna be insane.
It's exciting time.
It's like, I really do root for all of the manhwa to get adapted so I can see the breaker one day. So
There you go.
keep going, please. Keep doing well. I need to see the breaker animated.
I appreciate that there's like some competition, like for like the anime throne, where it's like anime's cool, but have you seen Donghua? Like, that's kind of neat to me.
It's especially that whole thing that like the Chinese have been slowly taking over the anime industry anyway. Like a lot of anime now are funded by Chinese companies. So it's nice to see the animators that actually work in China getting some time to shine and actually getting some of that money themselves.
Yeah. I mean, there's
Takeover.
there's a couple animators on, and you guys are gonna laugh, but there's a couple animators on Super that were like Chinese animators, and what's his name? Anime AJ would like go out of his way to be like, they're from China and they're really cool, and we should talk about Chinese animation more. But yeah.
It's the same like that brilliant arc fight where Sasuke and Naruto teamed up to take down the Moon Boy. Like, that was all done by a Chinese national.
Moon Boy.
Moon Boy.
That's a superhero until they killed him and replaced him with Moon Girl.
Comics
like-
are weird.
I was gonna say, I'm not even kidding. Scott knows that's true.
Oh yeah, I was like, no.
I was like, no, Moon Boy. Yeah, it's
Moon
fine.
Boy.
No one cared. Yeah.
Here's Moon Girl.
Moon Girl now.
Oh, there is one that's coming out actually. There's it's a 3D one. God, Song of the Heavens or something like that. It's a spin-off of Shin's Moon. So that's like super popular actually. That's going to start April 24th. So yeah, there's one Chinese anime that's definitely coming out this season.
There you go.
Other than that, I'm just waiting for summer. Summer's going to be fucking insane.
As much as I like their 2D, I am like their 2D animation. It's clean, it's pretty, but China's got 3D on lock. Like
Yeah,
They really do.
it's so good. What's the show? I can't remember its name right now. It's the 3D show coming out next season.
Oh, Incarnation.
It's gonna be dope.
Yeah,
That's gonna
it
be
looks
so
fucking
good.
amazing. It's all in 60 FPS. That's what I like as well.
Yeah.
Like in anime, they have that thing where whenever they use CG, they still limit it. They never go above 24 frames per second, and they actually keep it lower than that.
Yeah.
And that's a choice that they make for some reason, even though they could make it up to 60 FPS. Like
So that's
I've never gotten that. Even fucking Studio Polygon that do nothing but 3D anime still limit their frames for some reason. It's so dumb.
Bizarre.
But yeah. Anyway, Incarnation looks amazing. It's 60 FPS. It's got this cool surround sound audio. So when there are like enemies creeping up on you from behind or from the side, you hear which direction they're coming from. It's fucking insane.
I'm so
It's gonna be
excited.
amazing.
It's gonna be so
Yeah.
good.
And the first R-rated donghua and the most expensive donghua of all time.
I'm also
apparently.
really hoping it's successful because otherwise they're fucked. Like,
Yeah, they're big time fucked. Billy are going to be like, well, we blew our load in this one.
exactly. Well, that's it then. Japan wins. We'll go home. I
Like,
also
fuck it. We're going to just buy Japan's animation industry. Who gives a fuck?
yeah. It's still anime, but we own it now. I
Just like
It's like
Hollywood.
Disney.
just like Disney.
Yeah.
Fun
Just
fact:
like
Disney owns
just like Hollywood.
Disney owns a quarter of film now.
Yeah,
That's scary.
Yeah.
that's insane. I want Disney Plus right now. I don't care.
I
It's-
really do too.
you do or
Fine.
don't.
Yeah.
$6.99.
They
Are
kinda
you
won
kidding
me
me?
over.
I was almost won over, and then I heard WandaVision and went no.
Oh, that's
I
I don't
fine.
care about One Division, but when I heard they're gonna have fucking Ronan training up his little arrow girl, I'm into
Kate
that.
Bishop, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're gonna get the
Fuck
Russians,
yeah.
bro.
Okay, if you introduce Kate Bishop, my request is this: fuck the X-Men for now. Do Young Avengers. Do Young Avengers. Young Avengers so dope. Make the Young Avengers. It'd be so good. If you're gonna have Kate Bishop,
I'm still waiting on part 2 of season 3. To be fair,
what?
part 2 of season 3 of the animated Young Avengers.
No, that's Young Justice.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Young
but that's-
Avengers,
yeah.
Young Justice.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Young Avengers is they spun out of, I believe that it was Civil War or Disassembled.
Civil War.
Civil War. It's basically like it was like the teen heroes before they started introducing like Miss Marvel and I mean they didn't introduce Miles around this time, but like Miles has been pushed as like the new big teen hero, even though he's been around for like ever.
Right.
Anyway, we're not a comic book channel.
I like we just kind of drifted over
Right.
to the comic book
It was
world.
Disney's fault.
It was Disney. Yeah,
You blame
it was,
Disney.
it was Disney's fault, and then by connection, it was Billy's fault. Because that's how we got to the topic in the
God
first place.
damn it, Billy.
Billy.
Rabbit holes.
You also better not censor Modao Sushi because I hear it's incredibly gay, and I'm so down. Like,
It's pretty subtly gay actually, but it was apparently gay enough to be taken down. Yeah.
that's so weird. China, what are you doing? Fix that. Anyway.
They haven't started sending their animators back to re-education camps yet, so
Thank
we're
God.
still in a bonus.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
What else can we talk about? What else is on the bracket so that we can save the
Well, we've
greatness
got
that is
so
not
much.
Coco for next? How about
Well, since we've just been talking about Chinese stuff, why don't we talk about Magmel of the Sea Blue?
I was going to mention that.
Oh, somebody did a thing. I can't see it on my screen, but somebody subscribed. Thank you.
Sweet.
Yeah. What do we talk about? Magmel?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I liked it. I mean, and I said, this is probably just a taste of what the dark content is going to be in Hunter x Hunter if they ever get there.
Yeah.
It feels that way.
That's kind of how it felt, like, as far as this island that they're on and all these creatures and fables that it has behind it, and, like the whole story with the plant and all that. I was like, wow, this is probably what we're going to see in Hunter x Hunter if we ever get off that boat.
Damn boats in manga, man. They fucking Berserk as well. They were on that boat for like 6 years.
Right.
Who doesn't like boats?
Oh,
Right. Hunter x Hunter's pushing it. They've been on that boat to the dark continent for like 3 now.
Hey, man. I'm on a boat, man. It's going fast, and sorry, no, I'm not gonna do the whole "I'm on a boat" song. I don't
yeah,
have
if you
much to
guys
say
didn't know
about
at home,
Magmel.
Magmel of the Sea Blue was based off of a Chinese web novel. And the anime, it's kind of doing it justice because it was a pretty average novel, so it's a pretty average anime.
Yeah,
That's the one thing, the one problem I have with it, they're not making it fantastic enough. Like, if you compare this first episode to, like, Made in Abyss, it's, like, not on the same kind of level, even though it's the same kind of adventure-filled spirit.
Right.
So it's sad times.
it feels very flat. Like it's like okay,
Yeah,
this is
it
a
felt
cool
like
idea.
it could have been really good, but they're aiming more at, like, the young shonen kind of crowd. And
Yeah, but they want to add a little bit of angst to it, a little darkness.
Yeah,
yeah,
I
Because
just
that
thought.
story was jacked
Some
up.
anime just want to be edgy, man.
Was that?
Some anime just want to be edgy.
Just let him be edgy. Tokyo Ghoul. Look at
anime
you.
does do it the best. That's why Sasuke has existed for so long.
The edgy boy.
Edgy boy.
Edgy boy.
So edgy, you're gonna cut yourself on him.
Speaking of cut yourself, anybody see JoJo's lately?
Yes.
Jesus Christ!
I was waiting for this.
So JoJo's is the best show airing right now.
Yeah, it's hard to argue that besides something else. But
Yeah, there's one other show that came out this season that I'm like, okay, this might be show of the season. But JoJo's well, okay, no, there's two. There's two other shows that may be as good. But JoJo's is like a returning show, so I don't really count.
Yeah, so
JoJo's.
it doesn't really count because
Yeah.
it's still going. We're about to get Metallica. But,
Metallic. So right away, ring, 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 and the shit's like yes. So we're introduced to in the last episode, the most bizarre character I've seen in the show, at least in this arc, or this part rather. Because Doppio is basically Gollum. He's anime Gollum.
I love this about Araki because if you look at his villains and what he gives us, they all have some type of personality disorder. I mean, you got Dio, who was just a sadistic vampire, and whatever the hell Cars was. And then you have a serial killer with OCD and Kira. And now we have Doppio with this personality disorder.
Yeah. It actually kind of like, because people, like, because, let me say this about the JoJo fandom, by the way. Sweetest fandom so far to me, because they have anybody who spoils something, they're like, don't read this, like, they'll comment underneath, like, don't read this.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay, I'll delete it quick. But yeah, I haven't been spoiled on anything. Nobody spoiled it, but they're like, because I was like, does he have, like, split personality disorder? Like, what's happening? And they're like, I don't want to say anything, but,
Right.
like, you're onto something. So I was like, oh,
Right.
God. Like, so, it's incredibly bizarre, but I mean, that's the name of the game, and without spoiling story stuff for anybody who hasn't seen it, one character makes another character spit up razor blades. Like
Yeah.
he literally shouts, "There's something in my throat," and vomits up a mountain of razor blades, and he doesn't die.
Because it's JoJo.
Yeah, because it's JoJo, and that doesn't kill people. It is the most bizarre and grotesque thing I've seen on the show in a long time, and it was so shocking that I was like, it really like I was happy I wasn't like streaming because I actually grossed out. I was like, oh my god. JoJo's is it's on fire. Part 5, like I've seen some people say that part 5 is their least favorite part. I don't know where the hell that came from.
Yeah, there's no in between with it. Like some people say it's their least favorite, and some people say it's their favorite.
Yeah, I'm totally like down to clown with part 5. It's got everything I like in JoJo's, plus a little bit of Fujoshi bait in there, just cause.
Yeah, I'm loving part 5.
Yeah, it's grand. It's a grand old time. It you might say, it's a bizarre adventure.
Someday I'll finish part 1. Someday.
If you can get through part 1,
skip part 1, just go straight to part 2, and then skip part 3 and 4.
No, dude, don't skip JoJo parts.
Don't skip parts.
Yeah,
I will ban you from my life.
Ban me if you want. I refuse to ever finish part 3. Part 3 was trash. So was part 4.
I mean, part 1 is such a huge like fucking hill to climb to try to get through. It's so bad.
You need part 1 though. You really do need.
Yeah, that's the thing. Part 1 sets up like everything. Like it's definitely worth watching, but it is like it's the most not JoJo part of JoJo.
The boring, it's the boringest part of them all, but you need it. It'll
yeah,
make
like
sense.
part 1 feels like you're watching Fist of the North Star, but then part
Basically,
2, it's like,
yeah.
oh, this is what this series is going to be.
I'm not speaking to you.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
Son, you don't get to tell me I'm wrong when you didn't even come to the podcast.
You don't skip parts in JoJo.
You know, for some reason that reminded me of like, there's no crying in baseball.
You don't skip parts in JoJo.
You don't skip parts in JoJo. Cool.
I'm sorry. I have a life. It's worth it.
I have a life. But it's so good though.
I have a life that means I refuse to watch a 52-episode anime series where they could have solved the issue in 4 episodes. Go to Egypt, you dumb fuck.
I mean, I agree with that about part 3, but
No, it's an adventure. They're going on an adventure. It's a quote. My favorite is Hobbit, even though I said he sucks at the beginning of the stream.
It's like the people were like dropping part 1. Like part 1's like 8 fucking episodes. You've watched worse.
Yeah.
For longer.
Fuck you. All of you people made me watch ReZero, and I hated the first like 10 episodes. You can sit through 8. You're gonna be just fine.
That's like Klarna. You have to watch all this shitty harem shit to get to After Story where it actually gets emotional.
Right. This is how I feel about watching Railgun right now. I was like, shit, nothing happens till like episode 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Cute girls doing cute shit and these weird characters.
Oh, then
a bad guy shows up, and then there's randomly a clone for some reason, probably just for some clone cest.
Right. So I'm like, oh, okay, here's a clone. Now it's getting interesting.
See, my whole thing about Railgun is that like I watched it before I watched freaking what's the other one?
Index.
Yeah, and like I just did not know what was going on. I was like, what is the point of this? None of this makes sense. And then I watched Index and I was like, oh, now
it's suddenly
it
like,
makes
oh,
sense.
this is actually a real world that's actually interesting. It's not just a bunch of silly characters.
Like, are you supposed to watch it concurrently like Danganronpa?
Oh god,
one episode, one episode, another episode, one episode, another episode.
That would just confuse the hell out of you because you'd be like, so where are all the main cast? Why are we just fiddling around with these guys?
That's how I felt in one part in part 3 because I didn't watch Railgun until recently. So when they got to like I think episode 4 or 5, I was like, who the fuck are these characters? I was like, oh, that's the entire cast of Railgun. Okay.
Yeah.
Nani the fuck? So we got 3 more shows on the docket because Attack on Titan hasn't come out yet.
Yep. Good old Titan.
Gotta be special.
Neither has Chromare. God damn.
What should we start with?
Fruits Basket? Fruits Basket. Go ahead. Yeah.
Do we want to do Fruits Basket, Kimetsu no Yaiba, or the greatest show of the season?
What's the greatest? Oh, we can leave the greatest for last.
Save the greatest for... Okay, we will save the greatest for last. Thoughts on... Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and and say this outright. Mind you, I haven't seen the second episode of Kimetsu yet, so maybe this opinion could change. Fruits Basket beats Kimetsu no Yaiba by like 1%. It's
Wow.
yeah, it's
close.
That
It is.
little bit better. Kimetsu no Yaiba is the show I was most hyped for, and I'm still loving it to pieces. It's been like a gold. It's the first episode to get a gold star this whole season, but Fruits Basket's that little bit better.
Okay.
I'm throwing down the gauntlet right now. I feel
listen
like
up
this is
here,
another
buddy.
one of those anime trend things, like fucking. What was It's Better Than Evangelion? What was that shit?
Darling and Franks. Hey, I was
I
on that
bet you
train.
in about 6 weeks, nobody will be talking about
Okay.
Fruits Basket anymore. I don't know why so many people are blowing it out of proportion. It's a cute series, but people are saying like it's saving anime and it's so good and it's the best. And no, it's decent.
Yeah,
The
how
hang on.
storyline is
Yeah.
shit.
Hang on, I should also clarify because, like, I'm not saying they're similar series. I'm just saying like they're the two shows that are like the most like have the most eyes on themselves.
So here's my
Yay!
take on
I
Kimetsu
redeemed
no
myself
Yaiba.
to Sun Wukong. Now I feel
guess-
better.
Oh, sorry.
No
Go
longer in
ahead.
the black books.
Who's going?
Evan was going.
Oh yeah, so sorry, but my here's my take on Kimetsu no Yaiba or Demon Slayer because I'm an English fuck. I got to see the first 6 episodes of the show thanks to Aniplex USA. Thank you, Aniplex. Not the first 6, first 5, sorry. But like I thought the first 2 episodes were pretty boring, so I'm not understanding how everyone's hyping up like episode 1 right now.
Oh, I loved it.
It's ufotable.
It's the last 3 that I saw. Episode 3, 4, and 5. Those are ridiculously good. And I'm
Alright.
just like, if everyone's hyping up the first episode right now, like, holy shit, this show is just gonna become like insanely popular when those next 3 episodes come out.
All right, my pants are already off.
I was expecting like Scott to be like, but it's so pretty. it's true. The Affordable's so pretty because it's true. It looks so good.
It's a beautiful show, and then there's just, oh my god, there's such a beautiful story that happens, and I can't say anything obviously because I don't want to spoil it, but like,
I've read up until what chapter was it? I think it was like chapter 9 or something. Like I've read the first volume of Demons because that's kind of like my thing is I'll read the first volume of a show, and if I like the manga, then I stop reading it so that I can be surprised when the show comes out. Because anime typically doesn't live up to the manga according to most
well,
folks.
I'll ask you a very vague question. Are you familiar with what happens to the students?
I am familiar with what happens to certain students, yes.
Okay, yeah, the way the anime presents it is so freaking beautiful.
Oh,
It,
man.
like, I literally was like shedding tears. I was like,
It's-
oh my gosh.
Okay, I'm really excited. I almost wish that I didn't read it, because that moment would be like, what? Like,
Yep, I'm gonna
yeah.
wait.
It was mind blowing. I was like, holy crap.
yeah.
Oh,
It's
no,
about time Ufotable actually did a decent story since fucking God, the Fate Stay Night shit.
Excuse you,
I've just been
Token
adapting
Rambu
shit.
clearly had an amazing
Token
series.
Rambu had no story, bro.
What are you talking about? The story was great. Definitely wasn't just pretty boys being pretty with swords.
Ufotable make very pretty anime, but they do not include a storyline.
Yeah,
What are you
no.
talking about? What are you talking about? This is so good.
They're just animating Fate. I mean, that was already written.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
It was great.
I mean,
I don't
they've
know.
adapted so many video games that had decent storylines, and they've managed to butcher each one.
Hey man. I assure you,
I'm
Token
glad
Rambu
they're
has.
doing Exorcist well. Kimetsu no Yaiba has been fire so far, so good. I'm glad they're finally back on game.
I assure you, Token Rambu has no fucking story. That they adapted that story perfectly.
And like with Fruit Baskets, I guess because I'm watching it for the first time, that I'm just probably getting the feels that everybody already watched it before already. That I'm just falling in love with it right now. I mean, I like the kind of the Rambo 1/2 feeling it has. Like,
It
you know,
feels
turning to the
yeah. I totally agree.
bits and stuff.
I'm with you on that, Scott, because like I never really watched all of like the old Fruits Basket. I watched like the first 3 episodes, and I was like, it's not for me. But now that I'm watching this one, I'm like, oh shoot, this actually feels good and beautiful. But maybe it's just the nostalgia. I
Right.
don't know. But I like.
I mean, that's one of the best things about it too, because we haven't had a really popular shoujo series in a long time.
Yes.
And so this actually does
true.
feel quite fresh, even though when Fruits Basket, the original, came out, like the market was saturated to hell and back with reverse harem.
Yeah.
Does Banana Fish count as a shoujo?
No,
No.
I thought it was because wasn't it listed as a shoujo?
it was, and we know why.
There's no reason for that to be listed as a
Because I
shoujo.
thought that was weird. Yeah, because I was like, I guess this is a
Because
shoujo.
it was so subtle, you know.
Maybe they just need a fucking Fujoshi tag.
I
mean,
Hey, man.
I'd include romance, but not shoujo. Never fucking shoujo.
Yeah, it was so subtle. I mean, it was
It's-
because everybody was too busy fighting for their lives. But you know.
Yeah.
But the gay was strong with that one.
There was no time for it.
Get shot in the back of the head.
Yeah, like they're trying to have a moment, and people are like, "Will you two focus?" Like, Jesus Christ!
No, I don't
Shorter
care. They
screaming,
were, in,
like, what are you
they were in the
fucking-
same bedroom a lot. They fucked.
1000%.
It was just off camera.
Yeah.
It happened.
Yeah.
For sure.
Totally.
Off camera.
Oh yeah, 1000%. Like I remember. There's another creator that said the same thing about when Yuri on Ice came out, where it's like, no, they're just really good friends. Like, yeah, you know, when you and your bro are just broing
Yeah,
it
but
out.
that creator's a fucking retard.
Exactly. Like I was gonna say, like it's
It's not Voltron.
yeah, it's yeah. But like it's yeah, you know, like when you and your bro are like super broing it out and you bang because like you care about each other's emotions and like if Ash and AG
You know.
are just friends, then I am a friggin' leprechaun because that just ain't true. They are banging.
Nah.
Yeah, so technically, I guess Banana Fish is a shoujo, but come on,
Yes.
it's not.
I still refuse. I don't know. I see like shoujo and shonen as like for what it aims at, and if anything, that's josei, if nothing else.
Right.
Shoujo doesn't feel like that at all. But I don't know. Maybe it was included in shoujo magazines or something, and so it's technically a shoujo.
It was.
It's kind of like how Death Note isn't really a shonen, though.
Well, like,
no.
yeah, like
Shonen
there-
Jump.
Jump has a series right now called Act Age, which is about like an actress with like multiple personalities essentially, and it's like a drama. It's super not a shonen. So I do get where you're coming from, where it's like it's just because it's published in a certain magazine doesn't always mean that that's like the genre that it falls under.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
So
this
it
is one of
was
the biggest problems I have with the anime community is they don't define things well enough. Like the words for shonen and shoujo, like they need to actually define them rather than just what comic or magazine they came out of. And it's the same for anime, where some people argue that, like the new Dragon Quest movie, that's not technically anime because it's 3D CG. But is anime not all animation that comes from Japan? And it's confusing.
I don't want to get into this.
No, I just leave it alone. I'll leave that shit to bigger creators that actually have sway, like Giguk.
Yeah. Who is engaged, by the way. Congrats.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
that
what's up.
that made me happy. I was like, right on, cool.
Sid, follow me on Twitter. You keep liking my tweets. Just follow me already.
Shots fired.
like my,
I can 100% tell you she does not watch this.
Yeah, she ain't watching this.
like my tweet again. We go together. Hi, Sydney.
I do love Sid. Sid's talked a lot about Chinese animation recently as well. Quite impressed.
There
She's
you go.
been really in love with that cooking show as well.
Oh,
Cinderella
yeah.
show.
The Isekai show? Where it's like
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Make me a sandwich, the anime.
What a waste to go into another world.
Yeah.
Yeah, she gets transported to another world, and then she's like, I'm going to be a chef in this world.
Okay. That's
You couldn't do that in your own world.
yeah. It's like wait.
She was a chef in her own world. It's just, even in that new world, she's like, fuck it. I'm still going to be a chef. I don't give a fuck. Oh, yeah. We've got Ecchi Teacher anime. We've got Bungo Stray Dogs, and we've got something.
I
No,
was
we
gonna-
just did Kimetsu no Yaiba.
Yeah.
Oh, Roby Hachi. Got that.
Okay,
I
so
didn't
here's
watch
my
that.
question.
Yeah.
Is Bungo Stray Dogs even worth watching?
Yes.
What?
Fuck yes. It's a terrible first 3 episodes, and then it becomes amazing.
Yes.
I think I got to probably episode 3, actually.
You just stopped my heart.
Yeah.
Like I was like,
Yeah, no,
Jesus
I
Christ.
literally, Me as well. I got to that point where I was like, I was waiting for it to kick off, and it didn't kick off. It takes like 4 or 5 episodes, but then it
It's a slow
actually
burn,
like the
Yeah, I'm
cast
not gonna
becomes
lie.
amazing.
I wasn't into it at first either. Like around episode 4 or 5ish, I was like, I'm not gonna keep watching. Oh my god, this is amazing.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, it's one of those weird series where you can actually watch series 2 first, though. It won't be confusing because it's all a prequel in season 2, and you can watch season 2, and that's actually starts off purely amazing.
How does Crunchyroll only have seasons 1 dubbed in English and they don't have it in Japanese? What?
I don't know. Maybe Funimation stole it back from them.
Does Funimation have season 1 in Japanese?
That's just all I can imagine if Crunchyroll don't have it, because Crunchyroll normally they don't focus on dubs, do they? So that is really weird.
That's how they did Index.
Oh wait, no, they have it. I had to scroll through. Oh man, that's
Crunchy only has season 3 of Index now.
Oh man, Robi Hachi is a DLR show. Okay,
Yeah, Robi Hachi. It has the Space Dandy vibes.
Ooh.
That's kind of how I feel about it. Just like the zaniness, the comedic fashion, and being in space and making money and being broke and all that type of stuff. But I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it.
That worked out well for Han Solo. Sorry.
I mean, it did before he got his own movie.
Don't know what you're talking about. Don't know what you're talking about. Still a better movie than Last Jedi.
Well, no, that's Star Wars.
No,
We won't go to Star Wars.
we're not gonna go here. We will argue. We're not doing this. Hello to the anime dude.
But JoJo, some things never die.
Oh, come on. That's my exact response to the end of that trailer.
Let the past die. Kill it if you have to.
How the fuck is Palpatine? Oh, you know what? No, never mind.
Holy fuck, that director is on fire. The same director did Grand Blue Nanbaka Danshi Kokosei. He made some of the best
That's who did
movies.
Robi Hachi.
Yeah, that's fucking insane.
Okay.
Tell you, man.
Anime has asked us a couple times now, and I feel bad, so I guess we'll talk about this since. Do we want to like? Well, you know what, Anime. You're gonna have to hold on for a couple minutes because I just realized.
Yeah, we've only got
done.
one show left anyway, and then
Yeah.
we can
Then
do
we'll talk.
Because everything else is pretty much trash.
Everything else is kind of trash. I would say Fruits Basket's second episode is better than its first. I would say Kimetsu no Yaiba is a great episode. Don't listen to Evan.
Evan didn't say it was bad. He just said it gets better and better.
Yeah, I thought they were boring in comparison to like the last 3 that I had seen.
Yeah.
It was so pretty.
It's-
That's gonna be my answer to everything. But it's pretty.
Oh, they're fairy gone.
I'm gonna put that on a T-shirt. But it's so pretty though.
Holy shit, we didn't talk about Fairy God.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's
and
probably the
so
only
did
other
the
thing.
rest of Oh, we forgot Fairygon. No kidding. So did
I saw-
everyone else.
I saw that you said it was great, but like I haven't gotten a chance to see it. Like, is it good?
It is good. And
Yeah,
like,
go ahead,
it's-
Joe.
It's a good show. It's. I feel like we're inadvertently quoting movies because I was just about to be like, it's a good show, and I'm not gonna watch you try to fuck it up like you're trying to fuck me up right now. Anyway, Jesus Christ, Goodwill.
But it's
It's a
on
good
Hulu,
movie.
right? So I
Um,
think that's probably the
it's-
reason a lot of people didn't get into it.
What was it?
It's on Funimation.
It's
Oh, is it
yeah,
on Funimation as well?
yeah.
Why
Like
did I only
it's
find it on Hulu? What the hell?
no, it's a cool show. Like it's a cool concept for a show.
Funimation have a partnership with Hulu, so Funimation release it in America, Hulu release it in Europe.
Yeah.
But it's only on Hulu for what the hell? I live in LA. Why the hell is it?
That's fucking weird.
It's
That's
close enough.
strange.
It's straight up.
Close
It's not on
Do you
Funimation.
have your proxy on for some reason? What?
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, you don't live in the EU. You don't need that right now.
That's one of the shows that fall along the lines where I don't know how to feel about it. It feels like it's a scrapped Shin Megami script.
Kinda.
Shin Megami Tensei, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, kinda.
It
It
feels
kind
like
of
a
reminded me. I'm trying to remember its name. There was this show, The Avatar of Death. Oh god, I can't remember what that was called. Ergo Proxy. It kind of reminds me of Ergo Proxy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Or it feels like it's going to be a really dark fantasy that not many people will care too much about, but it should be an interesting story and maybe like a sleeper hit or a dark horse kind of thing.
I think
Yeah,
it'll
it's
be a
gonna-
Dark Horse series. Like it's gonna be one that like a little amount of like not much of the fan base talks about, but like people who have seen it have been like, no, it was good. Like it'll be
Yeah.
that show.
Either that, or it was just going to be Sirius of the
Shinsekai
Jaeger
Yuri
all
as
over
well.
again.
It's gonna be what?
Sirius of the Jaeger is going to be like that again, like where
Yeah.
it's going to slowly taper off, and then after a while, you're going to look like, why did I watch this?
Yeah. I'm hoping it's not that because, like, there's elements of it that I really like. I did a fucking, like, full-out video. Like, I did 2 videos on the first episode being like, people, watch this! Watch it! And everybody's like, no. Like,
I
and
can't
so,
see. I can't see a comparison to Ergo Proxy.
to me, it feels like...
Yeah. For me, it's just the atmosphere of it. Like, I know Ergo Proxy is very sci-fi rather than fantasy, but it's the same kind of, like, dark feeling that I got from the first few episodes of Ergo Proxy. I don't know. It's just me.
It feels like if there was a JoJo's part to take place in the fallout of World War II. That's how I would describe it. It's like a fractured... Or no, the fallout of World War One. It's like a fractured... Like, this whole area... This whole landmass is fractured by war, and they're trying to recover, but, like, also there's stands. Because they are...
Oh, they have stands in World War I.
Exactly, yeah, you know, as you do. Like,
That would have been a much more interesting war.
That's
honestly such a good like synopsis for the show that I'm gonna actually finish the first episode.
it's not... That might oversell it, honestly. But, like, it's Jaeger had a better start than Faragon to me. Chester, I would agree. Yeah,
It did.
It's
just after a while, Jaeger didn't go anywhere. So.
Yeah, I feel like Faragon might go somewhere cool. It's a cool premise, but that's just, I'm not covering it on the channel anymore, so I'm just gonna be watching it on my leisure. So yeah, because none of y'all watched it. Thanks for that. Anyway, yeah, I think we've said just about everything there is to say. Dororo is still good if you're watching Dororo.
It's just like that goes without saying at this point.
Dororo. If you enjoyed Dororo last season, you're probably gonna like this season.
Right, that would be so tragic if Dororo just gets trashed.
Exactly.
In the last half.
I certainly hope it. Yes, Caster, we're getting there.
Teacher itch.
So, Evan,
Mm-hmm.
could you please describe us the plot of the greatest anime of the season?
Oh my god. All right. So check this out. All right. So we got a bunch of dudes, right? They're just trying to live their life. But for whatever reason, they're always running into their teachers half naked and in very vulnerable positions. Now, I don't know about you, but like, if it were me, actually, I'm not even gonna say it. No. Point is, yeah, someone should get arrested. And I would get arrested if I were in these positions.
It's
after a while, you're just like, okay, the jig is up. Let me in on it, or
this is just happening now. No, it's a spiritual successor to Okusama. I don't know what that is.
Oh, school council president, yeah. Okusama Gaseta Kaicho.
Was that the guy that looked like? No, that was the one that the priest looked like Saitama.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. That's funny.
Grab man or whatever it was called.
Yeah.
My wife.
Let me tell you something.
President uncensored. What the fuck? Crunchyroll has a show uncensored. Oh my god, adding it to my list.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Crunchyroll has it uncensored.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Okay.
Wait, which one? The teacher one or Okusama?
I guess the English title is "My Wife is the Student Council President." Is that it?
Yeah, Okusama Gaseta
They
Kaicho.
have
Yeah.
it uncensored. Yeah.
They all-
Okay.
Very
Where's that
similar
for the
shows
friggin-
where it's borderline hentai. Borderline hentai.
Crunchyroll, what the hell?
I didn't know Crunchyroll had uncensored anime, but you know what? I'm gonna watch this later.
Crunchyroll, how can we do this for Teacher
some
Show?
reason, they don't have the uncensored version of the teacher show. Only High
Yeah.
Dive are going to have that.
Yeah, well, High Dive has it, but it's only censored right now, and they usually uncensor stuff when they dub it for whatever reason. But
Yeah, because then like all the episodes have been released in Japan too, uncensored, so they can
Yeah.
actually just release them.
But yeah, no, Teacher Show, it's good.
it's great. It's fantastic. I mean, like, honestly, I don't agree with the fact that he wants to, sleep with his teacher.
It's a little
Actually, I don't even think he
Not
does.
agree with that.
weird. Yeah, he.
Well, all right. He ran into her, at least in
Twice.
episode 1, when she
Yeah.
was taking a piss.
Gross.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean that is pretty gross. And that's a bad situation. But then he gets to stick a pill up her butt. I mean,
What?
Why would you want? I don't know. I wouldn't.
After that, I'd be
couldn't.
like, oh, this person is like, no.
Yeah, I'd be like, nah, I'm good. I never want to see you again.
It's
no, I'm sorry. If you're going through puberty and a woman says, "Can you put this in my butt?" You're doing it, and then you're fucking her.
Like puberty was so long ago.
Your penis pretty much controls your brain at that age. You can't deny that.
Okay,
shit.
all right. I was 16 10 years ago, so I don't remember.
I am ace, so this whole concept kind of blows my mind. It's like, what? No, you don't even take the pill. You just say, sorry, there's nothing. Like, I can't believe he even fucking offered. It's like, I mean, he doesn't offer. Like,
No,
this
because
poor
that's
kid.
not a situation anyone would actually ever be in. It's like fucking
what
porn
if-
scenarios where it's like, "Oh, you wanted this pizza with extra sausage," and he whips out his dick. You don't do that in real life.
You haven't been in that situation? I've been in that situation all the time.
Great. That's fucking fantastic.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. I will say,
The red or blue pill?
I will say, I'll say what I said in a minute. Just because I don't want to be a painter doesn't mean I don't enjoy looking at art. And the art, quote unquote, in the teacher show is the highest of caliber, the highest of tiers. Although I'm more down for the two teachers we haven't seen yet.
Yeah,
Yes.
same.
Yep.
Not the short one though. I like the other one.
Which one?
I'm gonna go look her up because I know there's one with glasses that I really like, and it isn't like any of the ones that's been in it yet. 1 minute.
the white-haired girl.
Yes.
Yes, her. I'm down for her. And I want to see the teacher who's for some reason wearing a swimsuit.
I'm guessing she's the gym teacher.
That's what I'm assuming. Otherwise, weird.
Is the gym teacher the dark skin one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Her and the science-looking teacher. Those are the
I
two
don't
I'm
u-
interested in.
I don't usually do episode reviews on my channel, but like I'm probably gonna do one for every episode of this show.
I would be devastated if you didn't. I'm like, people thought that was a one-off. Like, nah, bitch. This ace is going the whole way. We're doing the whole show. That's actually getting an anime and not Fairy Gone. Like, those... like, that's happening. Shield Hero got dropped. We're gonna be continuing with the teacher show. Yeah, that's... I'm not even, like... You'll see. People will be like, ha ha ha, JoJo's so funny. Episode 2, and a minute. You wait. You wait. It's coming.
I'm waiting for your deep thoughts video.
Deep
It's just
thoughts
10 minutes. talking about that.
I was tempted to do a deep thoughts just to explain.
What is this called again?
Yeah, this is called "What the hell are you doing here, teacher?"
Oh, okay.
Yeah, or
It's amazing.
or
Available on High Dive. Sponsor me.
sponsor. I know.
On a shirt.
It's also
Sponsor me,
like,
High Dive. You don't even have to pay me. Just give me free views of your uncensored hentai.
exactly.
I just want an affiliate link. That's all I want.
to feel official. It would feel more official if I had one. I agree.
Right?
Yeah.
High Dive, it was nice working with you, by the way.
Yeah, I was gonna say Scott did work with High Dive.
You did you?
Yeah.
How do I get in on this?
Just emailed him. Just emailed him.
You know what? I'm gonna email High Dive right now. I'm gonna go highdive.com. I'm gonna find this contact email.
Yeah, just go to contact us.
I agree with Castor. I should do a deep thoughts video. Thoughts.
Well, that will get you in trouble with feminists who think you're talking about a different kind of deep.
Deep thoughts. It's
Deep
like,
thoughts? Wait a minute.
hmm.
she's a thought, but she has a brain or something.
Well, like I almost believe it or not, I almost did a deep thoughts on the first episode. Like I came so close to doing one because I thought it'd be really funny, but then I changed my mind because I genuinely didn't have enough to say. I was just like, she's hot. He's kind of dumb, but that's okay.
Just make it a deep philosophical debate about whether a man should ever stick a suppository in a woman for her.
Maybe, you know what? Maybe I'll do that. I'll have like the like dun 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 like that like fancy music. That'll be how the video opens, and I'm like, hello and welcome to another episode of A Deep Thoughts. Today's subject, non-Coco, episode 2. and then we just go in, like really analyze the shit out of it.
Do it frame by frame.
Frame by frame. Exactly. It'll be beautiful. I will say, respect women. Exactly, Sassy. Respect women. But
The women are the pedophiles in this show, so it's fine.
ooh, I didn't think about that aspect of it. Yeah, no, well, because I was gonna do one to explain. I was gonna try to explain like the whole like just because I'm not a painter doesn't mean I don't like art, but everyone like got it in the end of minutes. So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna do it then. And people thought it was really funny, so thank you for that. Sometimes I'm clever. Most of the times I'm an idiot. So there you go.
I'm literally emailing High Dive right now.
But yeah, I think that's pretty much all the shows. So now, as requested ages ago by a user called Enemy, I believe. It was so long ago I don't remember. Oh yeah, there it is. Enemy, not Emily. Enemy.
Cool.
Unless maybe their name is also Emily, in which case, clever name. They wanted to talk about the cast for the upcoming Cowboy Bebop live action. Now, one of us doesn't like Bebop.
Who the fuck doesn't like Bebop?
Evan. Care to explore?
We're not gonna talk about that.
There's a few people out there.
There's a time and place for this. It's not a podcast.
No, we need an intervention is what we need. Oh,
No, we
okay.
do not. Okay. The only thing good about Bebop is Faye Valentine. There, I said
No,
Oh, gee, that's not even the best part.
no.
What's the worst part of
Spike,
Bebop?
Space Cowboys. We'll leave this for now. But
What's the
yeah,
worst part of Bebop? It's grocery store Fujiko.
Yes, Cassie. The cast was announced for Bebop, and it is interesting.
you know what? I'll be the first to say it. They yellow wash Spike Spiegel. I'm not okay with it.
There it is.
Somebody was gonna say it. I knew it was
I
coming.
had to. I was probably gonna.
What?
I was probably gonna say what Koo said.
Yellow wash.
Spike Spiegel is like the most Keanu Reeves and the most white character in anime.
No.
And they casted an Asian guy. I'm very confused. And John Cho will probably do a very good job as him. It's just not what I imagined.
Right, that's the thing.
If they had casted an obviously Asian character as a white dude, we'd be hearing about it a lot more.
It's fair. I mean, like, I wanted Keanu, so obviously I was like, oh, okay. I mean, Keanu's busy. Keanu would have done it, though. Like, he's busy with John Wick. He would have said yes.
I'm pretty sure he
Yeah.
would have. Yeah,
Yeah.
Keanu's that cool.
He would have said yeah.
And I like who they got for Jet though.
That dude looks good.
The
That
guy,
dude-
I don't know his real name. The guy that played Cottonmouth in Luke Cage, not Cottonmouth, Bushmaster.
I'll look him up right now.
Yeah. I did not expect him to be Jet. Like me, did you talk about this with us, Scott? We were
No.
talking about it with Sun and JoJo for sure. Damn, you weren't there.
No, I wasn't there.
But yeah, I didn't expect that kind of character, but the dude's a good actor, so
Yeah,
I'm good with that.
yeah.
What is his name?
And also, the chick they got for Faye Valentine is fucking perfect.
She is. I am all about her.
that
Yeah,
was a
she was
good
like
choice.
the geeky scientist in Jurassic Park Fallen World, so that'll be good.
Oh yeah, that's all we got, right? Oh yeah, we got who plays Vicious, I think, too, right?
Yeah.
But you didn't say it right. It's vicious.
Right.
Who are you?
Vicious.
Like, all right, dude, take it down a couple notches. Jesus Christ.
Jeez, you always have to be in sexy
Yeah.
mode.
And you always got to be like the most attractive murderer I've ever seen. Stop. Calm down. Nuxtaku said that Cowboy Bebop is overrated. Well, Nuxtaku is wrong, is what he is.
No,
They haven't
he's right.
casted Ed
He's
yet.
absolutely right.
They haven't casted. I'm kind of concerned about that because I
I'm
don't
sorry,
think
wasn't the same person who said Darling in the Franxx was better than fucking Evangelion?
I'm gonna die on
Or was
that
that
hill.
someone else?
I'll
die
die
on
on
that
that
hill.
hill.
Yeah, me too. I'll die on that hill. I'll be right there with you. It
You
is.
think Darling in the Franxx is better than Evangelion?
I hate
Yes.
Evangelion.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna
Darling in
watch
the
it when it
Franxx is
comes
a
on
great
Netflix. Though.
13-episode show. Or however long it went on. And nothing else. It's a shame. I would have loved a sequel, but we never got it.
Right. It's like just forget the second half.
Exactly, yeah. I would have loved the second half of that show, but due to time constraints, we never got it.
I
And
was
he will
okay
never
with the
convince me
second
otherwise.
half.
I was not. I was and I wasn't. Like, there's parts of it that I like, parts of it that I was like, ooh, I would have changed that. His name is, the dude's name, I think is, God, I'm gonna butcher this. Mustafa Shakir. I think
Oh
is his
yeah,
name.
Bushmaster.
The thing is, like with Evangelion, it's like after a while, it's like, okay, you're not even trying to make sense at this point. You just want to continue to mind fucking.
Exactly. Not like now you're purposely doing it, and it's not fun
It made
anymore.
Complete sense until the final episode. Then everything went to shit.
I almost threw my damn laptop.
Congratulations, Shinji. You
That
did
is
it.
that is one of my favorite memes though. Whenever somebody's like, I did something, I'm like, congratulations, congrats, good for you.
Let's not even get on the movie. So, well,
That's another thing. They fucking husky washed Iron. He's supposed to be a fucking space corgi. This is a bullshit.
Iron's a
a
husky?
husky?
Iron's a husky in the live action thing, and it
Oh,
makes
no.
no sense. What
it's
was
like
the
what
need
you
for
couldn't get a corgi. What the?
Yeah, I'm like, corgis are plentiful. I don't understand why it would be difficult to get a corgi. But then again, it's probably the
Exactly.
fact that corgis are hard to train, and huskies are very easy to train. So, I don't know. Maybe that's it.
I was a
I-
jackass anyway. So.
Yeah, I doesn't listen to anything. Exactly, I doesn't give a shit. I eats and runs around.
Well, but
That's
you
all
still
I
have to
understand.
train the dogs for movies, and so
No,
Yeah, that's
or
the problem.
Just
TV.
Even
have
if
the
you
dog.
want a dog to look like a shitty dog, it's got to be trained to act like a shitty dog.
I'm looking this up. I
Problem with animal
refuse.
movies.
I was a little concerned that they weren't gonna actually cast Ed. Like they'd be like, nah, fuck Ed. Ed's too weird.
They have to.
I know, but I was concerned. I was like, the show would fall apart. You need Ed. Like it'd be too dark. You need Ed.
Pretty sure Mustafa Shakir is actually African. I may be wrong.
I thought you were gonna say
It sounds
playing
too much
Ed.
like Mufasa to me. Sorry, no. I just saw someone say it's an Arabic name, and I'm pretty sure it's
Mufasa.
African.
It's probably Muslim. I don't know.
That is
Oh,
so
I'm-
strange. It's a husky. That's weird.
Yeah, what was the need for that? Why? Nah, I don't know. I don't care. It's just a random thing to change out of everything.
I just like picturing these fucking Hollywood execs sitting somewhere going like, the fuck kind of dog is that? Did they make that up? Is that like a fake looking dog? Hey Greg, you got a dog at home, right? Can it sit? Okay, yeah, it's fine. Like that's all I'm picturing. It's like, hey Greg,
And your dog's gotta be a movie star.
yeah, dog's gonna be a movie star, Greg. It's like, all right, it's a husky. Like this one Bebop fan that's like, no, like sitting in the boardroom, like we're gonna have John Cho play Spike. They're like, what? I mean, I like John Cho, but what the fuck?
Right. It's like no one's mad that John Cho's playing them. It's just like you took probably one of the most Americanized based anime characters.
Yeah,
And made him John Cho.
like he.
Yeah. It's kind of like when they did the Attack on Titan movie and everyone was Japanese, even though they've all got European names except
Yeah.
for Mikasa.
That, yeah. So what we're trying to say is that the live action Bebop's probably gonna be bad.
Yeah.
But good actors, just probably not gonna be good.
I'm just saying William Dafoe is the best freaking what's his face? I'm forgetting his name now.
If you say what I think you're gonna say.
The Death Note thing. The God damn it.
Ryu.
Ryuk. There you go.
Oh, Ryuk.
He's the best Ryuk ever. He really is.
He wasn't a bad Ryuk. That's probably the only decent thing of that film.
No, you're right. But like
He's
if
okay.
I had to think he's okay. What do you mean?
He is okay. The whole time, all I could hear when he was talking, all I heard, and this is kind of on him, but it's also not really on him.
Are you gonna say the Green Goblin?
His heart, Norman. First, we attack his heart.
Oh,
Like the heart, Osborn. Like the itsy bitsy spider. Like no. Like, no. Every movie Defoe is in, he hams it up as much as he possibly can. And in some movies that works. In the Raimi Spider-Man, it's meant to be campy. It friggin' works. In Death Note, nope.
I mean, I think everything about that Death Note was meant to be campy.
I feel physical pain whenever that movie comes up. Like, genuinely, I actually have a headache now. I'm not even kidding.
I mean, all you have to do is show that one scene of fucking Misa smoking in the middle of the cheerleading practice, and it's like, yeah, this is aimed at the same crowd that stupid fucking... Oh, what was the DC movie with the bad guys? Suicide Squad. That's exactly who that was aimed for.
The kids who buy Hot Topic clothes because they like to wear them ironically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. We've gotten so far off the topic of spring anime. Just want that, but we also, yeah, like it's by the end of the podcast, we kind of just shoot the shit. If anybody's new here and you were like, well, how come they're not talking about insert show here? We probably already talked about it.
There's nothing else left in spring anyway.
Exactly, or we just didn't care to see it. But yeah, is there anything else that we want to hit on before the end of the podcast? Because we have reached that point.
I think we got everything. I feel like we did.
I feel like we hit on everything. I feel like everything.
Yeah, we talked on how much better Carol and Tuesday would be if it was on Netflix. So,
yep.
Yeah.
Oh, Netflix, what have you done? I feel like there was a time where I wanted to do like a video that was going to be like an old. Maybe I shouldn't say this because I might still make this, but fuck it. I wanted to do like an old Hollywood detective looking video, like, so it would look like an old Hollywood detective movie, and it would be like a whodunit mystery, and it'd be me trying to find out who murdered these shows. And like at the end, like at one point, there's like somebody, like there's like this witch who is murdered, and I'm like, this poor kid died before she even got a chance to go to witch school. And you look up, and she in her blood is a big N. And you gotta, and then the theme song to "Be the Beginning" starts playing, and it's just and it's like it's like reviews of the Netflix shows, but as like a crime story trying to track down who's murdering these shows before they have a chance to be good. But yeah.
Oh, so they decided to stretch out Gundam No Origin into a series. Why do they keep doing that?
Because that's what they do.
It's like it's already like 6 OVAs. Why are you gonna make it 13 episodes?
Because I don't even need
Exactly.
Netflix needs no reason.
I don't see anything else.
Netflix is like the Thanos of the anime world. Oh, you wanted that show, did you? Should have gone for the head.
You're worried about Netflix every season because it's like, what are they going to get that we're not going to see for 6 months?
Exactly. Just Netflix, make your own. Just make your own.
Now, to be fair, you've watched Carol and Tuesday episode 1, so it's all good. It's all good. It's just not officially released yet. I'm here thinking I 100% for the Donghua stuff rely on unofficial fan translations. It's like being back in the early 2000s anime community. It's like, is somebody going to subtitle this? If not, I guess I'm learning Chinese this week.
It's like, I need to see this Naruto episode so bad, I'm going to watch it raw. I know what's going on.
Do you remember doing that kind of shit where it was like a series you really wanted to watch didn't get picked up and you were like, okay, I understand 1 in every 12 words. Let's do this.
Exactly.
I'll figure it out as we go. It's fine. It's a
He
visual
just said
medium.
Desu. I know what that means.
Shanae.
That's one of the great things about anime. You can always hear like the nande, nani. There are so many phrases that get ingrained into you.
Ohio.
Totomedo.
Orida.
この番組はクライアントのスポンサーの提供でお送りします。That's my favorite.
I'm trying to think what did I actually watch Raw because I just couldn't find it.
I watched WWE Raw.
Damn.
I'm ending the stream on that note. That's too good. No, we're not going to top that. It's over. Everybody, Thank you for coming to Isekai Podcast. I have been your humble host, JoJo Talks Too Much. With me here, I have my lovely co-hosts, starting with Ku. Introduce yourself, give yourself a little plug, and I will, of course, have the links to everybody's channel at the end of the stream. But Ku, go ahead, plug your channel.
What's up? My name's Colin. I'm the Chinese knockoff of Giguk.
Well played. Evan.
My name is Evanito. I'm CDog VA's editor. Yeah.
So you are in
I'm pretty
pain
sure you're
currently.
so much more than that at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, eventually, that line in your Twitter profile about having a hugely successful YouTube channel is not going to be like a play on words anymore. So
It's
that'll be
actually going to make sense.
fun. Yeah. Like right now, it's like, I get it because he's just starting out, but it's like, no, he's probably going to blow up pretty soon. It's all good.
Give it time. Give it time. Scott.
And I'm Scott, your anime big bro. Check out my channel.
Animated big bro. Oni-chan!
Oh my god, the next time you're on, we're just gonna open with Oni-chan.
I'm going to wait for all of them to be like Oni-chan. I'm going to be like, Sup, Aniki.
Aniki. We have to say it in like the deep bro-y voice.
Right.
Aniki.
Sup, Aniki.
There you go.
Aniki.
I thought you were gonna be like, oh, Scott-chan. Anyway. Caster says eventually Sea-Dog will be editing Evan's videos.
Yes.
How the tables will turn.
Once Seagul's channel gets taken down for copyright reasons.
No. Oh no.
Laundering videos. Use your
Hey everybody, thank you for joining us. On that note,